Family, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another crochet hair install video. It's another video where I take some Lia, regular hair that's kind of meant more so for braiding hair and taking it and making some crochet hair out of it. Now, I've done this before with both flexi rods and perm rods, and I'll leave that video up above so you can see the look. Really liked how that turned out. However, I wish I had kept the curls a little bit more consistent, so using only perm rods or only flexi rods. Today's video, I'm using only flexi rods to achieve the look that you're seeing right now. To see how I got here, just keep watching.
So the hair that I'm using is known as the Jumbo Braiding Hair. It's in the color black to gray. I ordered it from Amazon, and of course the link for it will be down below. It was $22.99 for 5 packs of this hair, and I ended up using 3 of those 5 packs. Now for this style, I will be completely using flexi rods. I know in a previous style, I used both the flexi rods and perm rods, but for this one in particular, I just wanted to use the flexi rods, and I'm going to try to use the same size or as close to the same size as I possibly can. I don't want to have them too thin. In this look, I want to have kind of concise curls. So what I'm doing is just wrapping the hair around the flexi rod. It's really simple, really self-explanatory. You want to make sure the hair is as close together as possible. Don't want to do too big of gaps just because that will affect the structure of the curl, but just do it kind of to your liking. And you're going to repeat this, I would say, until you have about 60 rods. Now, I got a ton of feedback in my last I Made Crochet Hair video, and I don't want you guys to think I didn't take your feedback into account in this video. I recorded this video way before I posted my last video, so meaning everything I'm doing now is not with the knowledge of what you guys said in my last video. I recorded this video, I think it was around the holidays, so it was Christmas time. I posted my last I Made a Crochet Hair video in January, so you guys could be saying, oh, I told her to use mousse, I told her to do this. I'm not ignoring you, I promise you guys I'm not. It's just that this video was recorded prior to posting the last video. And I want to say you guys gave some amazing feedback for my last I Made Crochet Hair video. You guys said that you want to put the curls close together. You guys also said that it'll be great if you apply mousse to the hair before you wrap the hair around the perm rod or the flexi rod, whatever you're using. Of course, I didn't do that in this video because I didn't know about that. But going forward for my next attempts at this, I will definitely take that into account. You guys also said use Marley hair instead of Lia hair. Definitely want to do that too in the future, but again, this is just kind of what I am doing this time. So after I have gone ahead and created those about 60 rods, I go in with boiling hot water and pour it over the curls, making sure to coat each and every curl, and I let that water sit for about, I'd say about 15 minutes before dumping out the water and letting it dry overnight. So letting the hair get as dry as possible. I go in with a blow dryer as well as just air drying it, so I let a blow dryer blow over it for about 20 minutes, probably not. Let me be real, I stand there for about 10 minutes and let the blow dryer hit it and then let it air dry overnight. So it is a couple of days later actually, and I am left with these completely dry curls. Now this is what they look like, and this is kind of the curl that I achieved with kind of the purple rod, keeping it a consistent distance from each curl, and I'm going to go ahead and install. Also, if you don't have as many rods as I have, you can split the curls like I'm doing right now. It makes it go so that you can use, instead of 60, you can use 30. Or if you split the hair even smaller, you can use even less rods. It's just kind of dependent on how big or small you want the curls to be. Now you guys have seen me install hair hundreds of times, but what I am doing is putting the latch through the braid, connecting the hair to the latch, pulling it through the braid, then knotting it 1 or 2 times. This hair doesn't require that many knots. I wouldn't go, up to 3, but I'd say a good 2 knots will do with this hair, and you want to continue this process all throughout your head. Of course, you guys always ask me, how long did it take you to install that hair? For me, it took me about an hour 15, and that's just the install, not including the cutting or any of that. And with me, I'm not a professional, so I have no sense of urgency with completing my styles. I'm usually watching TV, watching a movie, listening to a podcast. You guys always say, your faces are so funny during your install videos, and that's because you don't see what I'm looking at off camera. I'm usually watching something, reacting to that, and that's where the expressions in my face are coming. But again, it's a little bit more difficult, I would say, to install this hair than a normal kind of, free tress, beach curl, outre hair out there, just because this is a hair that I made. So it is a little bit more finicky, but again, it's not a very hard install. It's just a more time consuming, I would say, install. Now, the last piece of feedback that I want to address from my last video was the longevity. I got a lot of questions and comments surrounding the longevity of the hair and how long I was able to wear it. The last style I was able to wear for a week. Probably would have pushed it to 2 weeks at max, but I wore it for 1 week, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, well, that's not long, or I wish you could wear it longer, or what's the point if you can't wear it for a long extended amount of time? And I agree, this isn't the free tress, bohemian braid, main concept beach curl. It's not any of those curls. This was just a fun, creative way to play around kind of with a curl pattern to see what kind of looks cute. People so many times want to try pinks and purples and reds and all this, and I'm saying, hey, you can do it. I mean, you might not be able to do it for weeks at a time, but this is a cute way to kind of get a curl if you're going somewhere, you're trying to look festive, or you just need something for a quick week. I like the fact that I'm able to play around with some colors and achieve some cute looks. And of course, eventually I would love to come out with my own crochet hair. That's something I've been thinking about for a while, and now playing around with curls, I've been thinking about what curl pattern would I want. If I came out with my own line of crochet hair, what colors would I want? Would I want to just keep it bland with the 1 and 1B and the 2s, or would I want to be more adventurous for my salt and pepper folks out there who would want a gray and black hair? It's a way for me to play around with colors, see what works best. And of course, I wouldn't do it this method. I wouldn't put flexi rods on some Damilohun hair, but it is a good way to play around with curl patterns and see what's able to be achieved with the perm rods and flexi rods and all that. So this is me playing around with some crochet hair, but the end goal would be me researching to come out with my own line. Now, after you have completely installed the hair, you want to go ahead and go in with some mousse to the hair that will add a little bit of stiffness to the hair, as well as containing the frizz. And that's what you want to do with this hair, especially as soft as this hair is. It's not Marley hair. It is, again, Damilohun hair. So it's a little bit softer in texture, and you want to add that stiffness back to the hair. So next thing you're going to want to do is cut this hair, of course, for both evenness and to kind of get away the ends of the hair. They can be a little staggered a little bit. So you definitely want to cut this hair, and then you are pretty much done.
Call on me, I go give you all of me, baby, make you follow me.
So yes, this is the finished look. This is what it is giving you. I have to say, I really like the flexi rods. It turned out well. I think all the curls are very concise, which I really prefer. The last hair I did was a perm rod, flexi rod type situation, and the curls weren't all on the same page. But today's hair, all the curls are on the same page, and I am loving it. But you guys be the judge. You guys let me know down below. How are you feeling this? Is it a Lia Lavon? Yes. Is it a Lia Lavon? No. I always like you guys' opinion because you always say stuff and you always end it with the but I still love you, girl. And I appreciate your feedback. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to me so you don't miss any of my content. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Vkillz, bad man, point instrumental, giving them one time. It's okay. Bad bunty, baby,